In today's Mobility Everyday video, we'll be doing a special routine just for knees rehab. Think about your knee as a joint. When we want to help the knee heal, we must then work from the joints, and in this case, since the knee might be slightly uncomfortable or injured, the best thing to do is work from another joint, which is your hips. So we'll be doing a lot of movements on hip joints today. To start, sit very straight on a firm stool or chair. Lean your spine forward. Put your hands at the buttock and pull up the buttock flesh so much that you start to feel your sits bones, and then bring your pelvis and your spine to sit back right on top of the sits bones. You know you're sitting on the sits bone where you feel you're sitting on two bony bits here. Might feel a bit uncomfortable, but that's the way we're supposed to sit all day, if you sit all day. I'm going to come back to show you movements from the front. Have your legs together. Engage your inner thighs by imagining your thighs rolling in here. And now, bring one leg out and in. Note that keep your legs together as you bring the leg in. As you bring it out, your toes are still more or less in one line here. Keeping your pelvis and your torso straight as you do that. Now, I am drawing a rainbow semicircle from the hip joints right now. So basically, you lift one leg up a little bit and bring it down. The act of lifting the leg up and down is a semicircle motion here. This way, we are moving the femur head in the hip socket, which will in turn gradually give us hip joint mobility. Repeat the same movement here. Go slightly slower because you want to be conscious about moving the leg in the hip socket in a full semicircle. Now note that my knee is really just bending but not moving here at 90 degrees, or you can have your lower leg slightly front here. Need not be perfect 90-90. The point here is we move from the hip joints. Repeat the same, but with both legs out. Allow your spine to slightly tilt forward and back a little bit as you do that. The reason is because we want to feel ourselves sitting on our sits bones while doing this. As we tilt forward and back, we will be feeling our weight tilting on the sits bones. Because it's absolutely important that we support ourselves on our pelvis as we move the leg in the hip socket. This way we know we're not compromising, we're not leaning back. Bringing your legs in and out in a semicircle way. Pelvis and spine as straight as possible. Bring one leg up at a time now. Pelvis and spine keeping just as straight. You don't have to bring the leg up very high. As you bring one leg up at a time, keep your torso aligned and gradually start moving the opposite arm up. If you have a left leg up, the right arm goes up. And if you have the right leg up, the left arm goes up. This is, in a way, mimicking the walking motion here. In a natural human biomechanic form, our opposite arm tend to move forward a little bit as we bring one leg forward. So this is mimicking the movement. If you have the right leg forward, your left arm will naturally tend to move forward a little bit. So we're going to add rotation here. As you bring the right leg up, rotate to the right and the left arm comes up. And do the same on the other side. Again, pelvis and spine in one line. Make sure you're still sitting right on top of your sits bones. And now, straighten the leg out if you can. This is optional, but try to do it if you are attempting it without moving your pelvis and just straightening the leg. The reason is because right now we are also engaging the core here. Now, if you have things like a knee surgery, you might not be able to lengthen your leg out completely. That's okay. Lengthen it to as much as you can, but if not, you can continue to do the previous option of bringing one leg up and rotating the spine. The straightening of the leg here is totally optional. Gradually, what we want to do is feel the hamstring lengthening. So with hip joint mobility and the hamstring lengthening, it will take the pressure off the knee a lot. Continue to sit on your sits bones. Have your legs wider than hip width apart and lean forward with a straight spine as much as possible. Feeling your spine stretch. And now slowly curl downwards here. Bring your gaze to look down, relax your neck. And curl yourself up a little bit and curl down. You'll find that when you curl down, you might feel a bit of sensation in the lower back. That's exactly what we want, because we want to lengthen up the lower back in this seated position. When we have length in the lower back, it also helps with more hip mobility, which then takes the stress off the knee joints. Hang your head there if you can. Take it easy, but hang. Because when it comes to the lower back, the more we're able to hang our spine, the more it will lengthen up, the more it will relax, the more the tissues will release, and the more our hip joint will free up. Curl, look behind you, and slowly now, bring your body to the right leg here, and to the left. You will find that the opposite side of your torso gets stretched a little bit. It's all good. Do this very, very slowly. If you feel a bit lightheaded, you can come up a bit higher or press your forearm on your thigh as you continue to do this. Switch the spine by going from one side to another, curling it as much as you can, but you can definitely come up higher. Adjust the height as you feel what's right for you. Be intuitive with the body, with your awareness. Slowly come back up. Now bring this one leg up. We're going to straighten it. But before we do the full movement, I want to show you how exactly to protect your knee as you straighten your leg. Have your finger, your index and your thumb above the knee. And as you straighten, pull the flesh of your thighs upwards towards your hips here. Pull it up so that you release any tension in the kneecap as you straighten the leg. So you see, you pull the flesh towards your hip joint as your leg lengthen out towards the heel. Go in opposite direction and straighten your arm out. So scoop, lengthen, pull the thigh skin towards your hip joint as you straighten the leg out towards the heel. Lengthen out, stretch your arm out, and look to the back. Get your spine, hamstrings to lengthen. Lengthening the hamstring is very good rehab for the knee. We do it slowly and carefully, but do give yourself some courage to do it. Because our legs cannot stay bent all the time. We'll do it slowly. If you can't straighten your leg out fully today, it's okay. You can, with this technique, repeat it and do it a few more times. Gradually, let your leg lengthen up a bit more. Note that you continue to support your pelvis and spine on your sits bones. And by the way, we are also strengthening the core here, because by sitting up straight, we definitely need the core to hold us. So this movement is not just a stretch. It has so much going on. It is what I do a lot in the GYROKINESIS Level 1 format. Hold it if you can. Let it all stretched out. Slowly then, open your legs up in a V position. Flex your feet, very important. As you flex your feet, you protect your knees. Sit up as straight as you can, arch forward a tiny wee bit here. Looking diagonally up. Keep your legs straight and flex. Curl back a little bit, looking down. And just repeat. Let the spinal movement slowly, stretching the muscles or tissues around your pelvis and the hamstrings. Do this very slowly, deliberately, because it may not look like I'm moving much, but there is a lot going on with the spinal movement that will have a very big effect on our pelvis, ultimately our hip joints. That will take away the pressure from the knees. I can't say this enough. Our hip joints must have mobility. Slowly come back to sitting with your legs bent. And just do the same semicircle, open and closing the legs here from the hip joints. Allow yourself to tilt forward and back a little bit. Feel you are supported on the sits bones. Interlace your fingers behind your neck if you can. Sit with your legs hip-width apart and side bend your thoracic spine from side to side here. Keeping your elbows open, but not overstretched. We don't want to use too much trapezius muscle here. Keep the elbows open and side bend to one side. Now, keeping your elbows open still, start to rotate from one side to another. Keeping your knees pointing straight to the front, pelvis not moving much. Very important, keeping your feet grounded on the floor. We don't want to compromise the legs grounding because that gives us stability. Let's add a little detail here. As you arch to one side, bring your ribcage up, circle at the center, curl to the other side, arching, curling, little bit of circle to the center and to the other side, arching, and curling down. Keep doing this. Let the pelvis stabilizing the whole spinal structure as you feel free to move in a thoracic. We want to free up the body a little bit more because we've done quite a bit of hip joints work at the beginning. So yes, this is the last movement we are doing here. And reach the arms up and breathe. Feel how you are sitting really straight here. Bring your arms down, up, and inhale. And exhale, bring your arms down. You can continue to breathe a few more times. And with this, I'm going to say, keep moving, keep getting better. Our body loves it when we move. We are born to move, so keep moving. Even you have a slight knee injury, your legs still need to move. Just do it mindfully and consciously. If you find this content helpful, do like, share, subscribe. It will help me a lot to grow my channel. I would appreciate it very, very much. See you again in the next video. Take care.